Hey everybody, welcome to Down and Arrival Workouts. I'm Stefan, this is Shad, and this is our Get Back in Shape series. And this is workout number 3. But Shad, I don't see any gear here for us to work out with. What's going on?
No gear. Body weight only for this series. 6 exercises, 8 reps for each exercises, 5 sets. The catch though is that there's no rest.
No rest.
So as I said, we're going to be doing 6 exercises. The first one is a walkout. The really good thing about this whole entire series is that it's full body based through all planes of motion. So it's very challenging from a full body perspective. Okay, so we're going to start with walkouts. You hinge back, you walk yourself out all the way into a push-up position. You come all the way back up, arms stretched straight above your head. That's 1 rep. You hinge back down, move right down, back into it. You don't have to go too fast for this workout. It's more about the overall cardio of it in the sense that you're trying to go through each exercise, not taking any rest at all or minimal rest if you're a little less advanced. We're gonna do 4 more.
How many total reps here?
8 reps for each exercise. Good. When you come up, you want to make sure you really tighten your core, abs tight, glutes tight, right back down. Good. Make sure when you go down into push-up position that hands end up even, parallel with each other, and then walk right back up.
Oh, okay.
Good.
My head's been
1 more
offset
rep.
the entire time.
Hinge down, walk back. Yep, there you go. Last rep. Good, and we move right into our next exercise. Stefan's gonna be going into a stationary position for lateral lunges. I'm gonna be doing a slightly advanced version of a lateral stepping lunge, side to side. Okay, this is 8 per side. You don't need to rush these movements. You take it a little bit slower, but you're challenging your range of motion. I'm doing this barefoot today to kind of ground my feet into the ground. Also makes it a little bit more challenging from a balance perspective, but it's really good for you to do things in balance when you can.
Plus it makes it a little more pungent here on the floor, so you know, that's nice.
Good, that's 8. Moving into the next exercise, we're going into a balance exercise for single leg deadlift. Stefan's gonna do same arm, same leg, which would put him in this position. I'm doing opposite arm, opposite leg for a little bit more balance, and we're going extending, driving the heel. That was a bad first rep. And extending and back up. Again, when you go barefoot, it's gonna make it a little more challenging.
I'm having plenty of trouble.
It's gonna work the stability of your ankle and your knee joint just a little bit more. You wanna really drive the heel of the leg that's going back. You wanna try to bring your arm straight out by your ear so that you get into a nice straight T position, so to speak. Good. Come on, find that balance, man. That's 6. 2 more. 7. 1 more. And 8. Good. And then you would switch. Again, I'm going opposite arm, opposite leg. Stefan's going same arm, same leg, and extend. Again, drive that heel. Slight bend in the foot that's down. Good. You'll see Stefan's version is plenty challenging, but if you want to make it a little bit more challenging, again, you can go opposite arm, opposite leg.
It's harder because we're on a mat right now as opposed to on a solid floor.
It's hard, period. Anytime you jump at any kind of balance point, your knee joint and your ankle are going to be really challenged. 2 more reps.
Also, I've been pointing my toe. Do I want to keep it?
You want to drive that heel because you take yourself out of your back. You use more of your glute. Right there, good.
Oh,
we're going
perfect.
down into a push-up position. Stefan is going to be doing a T push-up, which means he's rotating the side plank. I'm going to do the leg raise, which is called a star push-up. So you're going 4 on each side for an 8 total rep count. Down 1. I'm going leg in the air. Good. Turn to the side, leg in the air. This is 5. Good. Keep those abs tight as you turn.
How did you know my abs were tight?
I sensed it. Good. That's 8 reps. Good. Next, we're going to what's called a hip climber. Stefan's going to be doing a rotating hip climber. I'm going to do a hip climber jump. So you're on your hands, or I like to do it actually on my knuckles, and you're going, I'm starting in this position. He's walking. I'm jumping for a little bit more of an advanced movement. The jump is really challenging. You don't need to feel like you need to progress these movements too quick here. I would try the standard before you jump into progress here. Standard is plenty difficult. Good. And our last one is a burpee. Stefan's gonna do a standard burpee. I'm gonna do a jumping burpee. We start in push-up position and we're doing 8 reps. Jump. Stefan is standing. I'm jumping. If you choose to do the jump, make sure you get nice and straight in the air. Two more. That's 8. Good. So instead of resting now, in order to keep the heart rate up, we're going to jump right back into the walkouts. Again, you're hinging back. You're walking all the way out straight. Hands end up parallel. You walk right back up. At this point, your heart rate should really be up, and that's what makes this really challenging.
There's a lot of how much I'm sweating during this. I figured it would be easier.
Yeah, there's a lot of balance, which is going to make you sweat. Also, there's a lot of cardio with those jumps as well.
I mean the jumps that I'm not doing, but
Yeah, that's
you're doing.
jumps
Yeah.
that I'm doing. Good. 3 more reps. Just make sure when you go down to that push-up position, you don't let your hips drop. You keep yourself perfect. So you make your core really tight at the bottom.
My hips are definitely
Good.
dropping.
One more. Good. And up. And we're moving into that lateral lunge. Again, Stefan is going to do the standard movement, which is just a stationary wide stance lateral lunge. I'm going to be doing a stepping lateral lunge. 3, 2, and go. If you want to make it a little bit more challenging, too, you can add a little bit of a reach, which is going to challenge your shoulder stability and your range of motion in your backside. Good. 3 more, 7.
Feeling the groin stretch right there.
Yep.
Get it.
Really good for the inner side, the inner thigh. That's abductors on the outside, the adductors on the inside. Good. Now we're gonna jump right into that balance movement again.
Oh,
Stefan
okay.
is doing standard, so same arm, same leg. I'm doing opposite arm, opposite leg for 8 reps. Remember, it's pretty challenging. Just really get those feet to the ground. Extend through. Make sure you really drive your heel. Again, you want to resist the temptation to point your toe when you drive back. You want to point your fingers, but you want to drive your heel. If you have to occasionally tap the floor to find your balance, that's fine. The long-term goal is to try to stay balanced throughout the movement. 3, good. 2 more. I'm in trouble with this today, 2.
I am.
And 1, good, and switch. Again, Stefan's gonna do same arm, same leg on this side. I'm gonna do opposite arm, opposite leg. And when you do this, careful not to let your knee fall in. Stefan does a good job keeping this knee really stable. But you wanna make sure you don't let your knee collapse on you. Remember, this exercise is all about joint stability, core stability. That's great, man.
Found a rhythm.
2 more reps.
And as I said that, I fell out.
1. Good. Now we're going to drop to the floor. We're going to go into our push-up position. Again, Stefan is doing a standard T push-up, which means he's going from push to side plank. I'm going to go into star push-up, which means I'm raising my leg, which challenges my glutes a little bit more, especially that under glute, the one that's closest to the floor. Good. That's 4. 4 more. 7, 8. Good. And from there, we're going into our hip climber movement.
All right.
So down in push-up, and I'm going into a jump movement. Stefan's going into a hip climber side to side. You're going to try to really drive your heels into the ground to open that inner thigh. Again, it's not important that you progress too quickly, because what I'm doing is actually really difficult. You get to really brace your core to do that jump. What Stefan's doing is great. He's keeping his head past his hands. And he's really opening up that inner thigh. 2 more each side.
I find this is one of the hardest movements for me, personally.
Yeah. Well, when we're really tight in that inner thigh and the pelvis, that's it. Good. And the last one is burpees.
Oh, right.
So,
back down.
Stefan's going to do a standard burpee. I'm going to do a burpee to jump.
I feel like I should do it with you out of solidarity.
Yeah. 4 now. When you come into that standing position like Stefan is, you want to really get your shoulders back. 2 more reps. And that would be the end of round 2. Again, the goal would be to jump right back into round 3. As you can tell, we're breathing pretty heavy, our heart rates are really high, and that's the goal, to stay within those range of motions for 8 reps, 5 sets, and work your way all the way through it. Well, that gassed me.
I know, I thought it was going to be easier without
a lot harder than it looks.
But it's a lot harder than it looks. So, this is a great one. I've really enjoyed doing it. Actually, I think I do this workout more than anything else we do. So let us know what you guys think. Got any questions for Shad? Any of the progressions? Any questions for me? Which probably wouldn't be that helpful to throw at us anyway. Good luck with this one. It's a very, very solid workout.